Hey guys, so one of my most commonly requested back-to-school videos is tips for incoming freshmen. Now these messages come from people that are either going to be a freshman in high school or a freshman in college, and I figured I should do one video because the tips kind of overlap. Yeah, there's going to be specific stuff whether you're in high school or if you're in college, but basically it's the same tips, and I just thought I would do one video so I don't sound super repetitive. So the most important thing to keep in mind is that it's okay to be nervous. And I think a lot of people don't remember or don't think about the fact that there are so many other freshmen. You're not the only one. You're not the only one that's starting in a new school. You have so many other kids that don't know what to expect and they're nervous as well. Whether you're starting at a new high school but you're in the same school district, that's probably gonna be the easiest transition because you still will have that group of friends. Whether you have your close group of friends, your acquaintances, or even just the faces you recognize, it will definitely be less nerve-wracking because you kind of have seen these people before. You went to junior high with them, maybe some of them you went to elementary school with, so you know these people. It's not going to be as nerve-wracking, but obviously it is still a new experience, but it is going to be kind of one of the easier transitions. One of the harder transitions would be if you're starting in a new school district and you don't know anyone, or if you're starting at a new college and maybe you didn't go away with any of your friends or you don't know anyone in that school, you're going miles away from home. But you know what? All those other freshmen are going to be nervous as well, and you can kind of get a fresh start. I'm not saying you have to completely change who you are. You just need to keep in mind all those other kids are going to be nervous as well. So now that I kind of just addressed that it's okay to be nervous, I'm going to start giving you some of my tips and some of the things that I kind of kept in mind when I was starting my freshman year in high school and when I was also starting my freshman year in college. The most important thing is to be yourself, and you probably will hear this all the time, but seriously, be yourself. You do not have to change for anyone. You don't have to fall into peer pressure. There will be a group of people that you fit in perfectly with, so don't think that you need to be in the in crowd or with the cool kids. Seriously, be yourself. Odds are you will find a group that fits in with your interests, your beliefs, your thoughts, your morals, your everything. There will be people that you can connect with. Now, if you're a freshman in high school, definitely join clubs, get involved, see if there's a student government you can join. I know that those kids are heavily involved in high school. And the great thing is in a club, you can really make a close connection with those kids. And the best part is that if you're taking a class like maybe an elective where you chose that, those kids have the same interests as you. Let's say you take an art elective or you join an art club, you will feel a closer connection to those kids because you guys have the same interests. So maybe that would be the best way to make friends. Maybe in a general education class like math or science, like maybe it's not necessarily what you're interested in, but you can still turn around, talk to the kid next to you, ask if you want to do a study group. Study groups are an amazing way to make friends. I also just wanted to say, do not let yourself become a victim of peer pressure. You will find a group of friends that you can fit in with. Maybe it will take a little while, but don't just do something because you think it's the cool thing to do or you want to be friends with that group of people. If people are forcing you to do something you don't want to do not do it. Like, I can't address that enough. Like, just don't do it. I never had that problem. I was never peer pressured into anything. I never had issues like that, so I can't really speak from personal experience, but I do know people that caved to peer pressure and did stuff they totally regretted doing, so don't do that. I always hear stories of girls and guys that have that problem, but do not surround yourself with those kind of people. Avoid those people. Don't just try and be friends with them because they're like the cool kids. Like, trust me, peer pressure is stupid. And if you ever think someone's trying to pressure you into that, talk to them and say you're not comfortable. And if they don't understand that, then they're not your real friend. You don't need them in your life, so just get rid of them. Specifically talk about dorming as a college freshman because I've gotten so many messages about that. There was a few things I just wanted to address. First, if your college offers something where it's freshman-only building or a freshman-only level in a building, I would say take advantage of that. I was undecided. I didn't think I wanted that, but it was the best decision I ever made. I dormed in an all-freshman building, so there was no one older. So all those people were new. All those people wanted to make friends. Because while I really hate things like icebreakers or games to get to know people, and I feel very awkward and uncomfortable in those situations, that is the best way to really break the ice and get to know people. All those people are new. They all want to make friends too. And you know what? Leave your dorm room door open and don't close it. Like, definitely be social the first week because everyone's going to want to make friends. You know, maybe at night, ask some people down the hall if they want to go out with you or if they want to go out to dinner. Like, try and get involved in your hall. Like, I know there was a lot of freshman-only events going on. They had like barbecues, they had picnics, they had games. There's a lot of freshman-only activities going on so you can make friends. And that's not to say that you shouldn't befriend upperclassmen, but obviously the freshmen are in the same situation as you. They might not really know anyone or they might only have one or two friends at that school. And even if you're not in a freshman-only building, there are still a lot of freshman themed events going on. And making friends even in your class is a great idea. If you don't like anyone in your hall, talk to people in your class, ask to make study groups, ask to hang out after class, see what they're doing that night. Maybe if you know of a party or if you want to go to dinner with them, just be outgoing. That's the best thing. And you're going to be in a new environment, so it's okay to be nervous, but you kind of need to overcome that and maybe push yourself a little bit. I'm not saying put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, but be a little more outgoing. Take a risk. Go up and talk to someone that you kind of want to, if you want to make friends, or just put yourself out there. Because if you just sit in your room with your door closed, yeah, maybe one person down the hall might ask you to come out to dinner or go out at night, but if you just sit in your room cooped up, you're not going to make friends. You have to put yourself out there a little bit and take a little bit of a risk, and trust me, it will be very rewarding. I know I made a lot of great friends with the people in my hall. We hung out all the time, and it was really nice because they were just right there. And what I think a lot of freshmen don't realize, because I know I didn't realize it until I started dorming, was that going to get food is a very social thing. Like, I know I would spend hours at the dining hall with my friends just hanging out and talking, like over lunch or over dinner. Like, it was definitely a very social event, and everyone's in that dining hall, so you can maybe see someone that you went to class with or you had a class with, so then you can just eat with them or join tables together. It's a very social thing though, going to eat. It's not just like eating, it's like an event. Like, it's a big thing going to get food with your friends. Like I said, I spent hours at the dining hall with my friends. And I know getting food might not really seem like that, but trust me, if you dorm, you know what I'm talking about. It's definitely like the social thing to do. And keeping in mind with being outgoing, definitely get involved. Being involved is the best thing you could ever do. You will make so many friends that way. I know I had a lot of friends that, while they didn't play for like the big sports team, like the football team or like the basketball team, there was intramural sports, which is more like laid back, and like you just had a couple practices here or there, and it was more like fun. It wasn't like serious, intense. I know a lot of girls made a lot of great friendships that way. I'm not athletic like that, but I still was able to get involved. I joined a business club, and I also joined a sorority, so that was really a great way for me to be involved. Definitely don't feel peer pressured into joining a sorority. Yeah, they're really gonna try and make you want to join, but if it's not something for you, don't do it. Just because all your friends are doing it, don't feel like you have to do it. There are plenty of people that don't get involved in Greek life and still have an amazing time at college. I did join Greek life when I went to my other college. I have transferred schools now, and I'm now a commuter. And can I tell you, I can still make friends as a commuter, which is going to transition me into my new topic of commuting. Still make friends if you're a commuter. Obviously, it is going to be a little more challenging because you just go to your class and then you come home to your house. You don't go back to that dorm building where everyone's socializing. But you know what? Turn to the kid next to you. Ask to study with them. Ask them if you want to work on the project together. I know I still made plenty of friends even though I'm a commuter. I may dorm again though, because I really did enjoy it. But as a commuter, it's still possible to make friends. It is going to be a little more challenging. But trust me, go to the dining hall, talk to people, be outgoing. You have to put yourself out there, which I think is something that everyone needs to keep in mind when you're going to be a freshman at a new school. Is put yourself out there. If you sit back, don't talk to anyone, and you are not social, yeah, maybe occasionally someone will come up to you, but if you look unhappy and you just kind of are just sitting there to yourself, no one's going to want to approach you. If you're outgoing, you have a smile on, you look like a friendly, approachable person, then people are going to want to hang out with you. As weird as that sounds, like I know people are going to be like, that sounds so cheesy, but it's true. Put yourself out there, you know what? Be friendly, go up to people, talk to people, ask them if you want to do study groups, get involved at your school, and really try to make the best of whether it's your 4 years in high school or your 4 years in college, because both are really the best years of your life. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tips video, and check out the rest of my back to school videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.